The skyline of downtown Toronto really looking wonderful tonight. It's a beautiful evening here on the shores of Lake Ontario. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Green, and it's Wiggins in at the 3. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at center. Brent, 2 explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at a time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Kevin.
I can see the bruises. Here's Lowry. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Curry against Lowry. And the basket by Curry.
That's tough. Tough finish. Steph's not just a great shooter, but really great numbers through the years, Kevin, as being an elite finisher.
Here's VanVleet. The shot will not fall. Good D by Thompson. And it's the Warriors' ball. Curry. Banked in off the glass. Curry's got his second basket of the game.
Nice job by Steph. Just getting clever around the hoop and finding a way to get that one to the rim.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
VanVleet finds Ibaka. That one goes in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Green. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The Raptors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Anunoby passes to VanVleet, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Yeah, that's a tough one, Kev. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Curry is inside. Now recovering. Wiggins from outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
And for Steph Curry, certainly one of the best to ever play. Iguodala said last season, Brent, that he's already the second best point guard to ever play in pro basketball.
Well, high praise from Andre Iguodala, and why wouldn't you talk about Steph that way? You tally up MVPs and titles and his impact on the game and what he's done to change the way the game is played. The case for Steph Curry to be the top point guard ever is getting stronger and stronger every season. The guy that he's going to have to knock off the top of that shelf, I think, for most everybody who's been basketball fans for a long time, is one Magic Johnson.
Green breaking loose. Curry, good. Curry's got 6.
It just doesn't seem to matter. Steph maintaining his focus. It just takes a ton to throw him off balance.
Now, here's Lowry. Siakam outside. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The inbound, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And David Aldridge spoke with Nick Nurse. David.
Thanks, Kevin. I expect this to be an inside-out kind of game. This team has a lot of shooters who can really get going once they hit a few. We'll see if they can get on a roll from out there. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes. corner, Lowry. Warriors with the rebound.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Lowry against Wiggins. Wiggins drawing the double team. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. The pass to Van Vliet. Back to Lowry. Wiggins with the block. Thompson up top, covered by Van Vliet. Basket good.
Klay Thompson showing he doesn't mind getting physical down there. Didn't let the defense get to him, and he got to the ball.
And the Warriors defense last year is still strong, but not as dominant as before.
You wonder if the loss of a lot of that experience is going to cost this revamped roster defensively. It's been fun to watch them shoot threes, but they've been so reliant on that defense. Can they be that good this season?
The last summer, Greg, was supposed to be a large courtship for Klay Thompson. The injury, though, kind of changed things in his free agency.
It didn't take long for him to re-sign with the Warriors. I think as soon as the team offered him a max deal, he signed. Looks like the Splash Brothers will be together for quite some time.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Curry passing to Poole. 1:09 left in the first quarter. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
A floater, and Looney sends it back. Pass to Pascal. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Offside Gasol. Hits the target from 18 feet.
And through the years, he's become very confident in that shot. Gasol's almost better from mid-range than he is in tight. That's a great weapon for a 7-footer to have.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Curry passing to Poole. Back to Curry for the 3. And the Warriors get it back. Pass to Pascal. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Making his mark in Toronto, guard Kyle Lowry talked about the pioneers of Canadian basketball, like Vince Carter.
Vince Carter really changed the game of basketball in Canada. He created something that is forever lasting, and I think the game of basketball in Canada owes him a lot because he really brought the buzz to the game of basketball in Canada.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Carter's exciting style of play, GA, really energized the whole country.
And playing basketball in a hockey town isn't easy, but Carter really helped get this city and country energized about the game of basketball.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
On the attack, right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
Davis is out there with Powell. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Boucher in at power forward. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Davis against Curry. They swipe it. Now the Warriors moving it up. Boucher with the rebound. Raptors trail by 13. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the reasons Toronto was able to win the NBA championship was the astronomical improvement from Pascal Siakam, who was recognized as the league's most improved player. It was the dream of Pascal's late father that he'd reach this level. His determination to make that reality has brought him a long way from home. Kevin?
It has indeed, D.A. Great story, and thank you. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Passes it to Powell. 6 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Brandon, this next question culture we're in, what comments do you want to hear from players who have just lost a game and facing disappointment?
I like the humility aspect of this question, Kevin, and the thing that I listen to most from players who get it, they'll compliment their opponent first. Something had to happen where the opponent did something enough to beat you on that night. So you don't say that we did all these things. Give the opponent credit first. Secondly, players who shoulder a massive amount of responsibility, they'll say that they could have played better first. And that takes and deflects everything away from their teammates. And then they'll talk about what they're looking forward to most, and their challenge is we'll get better tomorrow. We'll get better next game. And that they know there's room to grow. Those 3 things are pretty impactful.
Well said. Lowry up top. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. That's tipped.
That's some good use of the length right there from Marquise Chris, reaching out and swatting that one away.
It's Thompson off the drive, and he banks in the layup. And the Warriors lead by 13.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Yes, that goes in.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Now the pass to Chris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Chris has got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
Marquise Chris, you got to remember, 240 pounds, so scoring through contact is possible.
Lowry finds Gasol, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Powell, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis. 3-pointer, Lowry. It's rebounded by Golden State.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And Poole gets it to go.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 14-point game. Fires for 3. That shot missing. And Golden State will come the other way.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Smilegic plays it up and banks it in. And the Warriors lead by 16.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Warriors have gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. Cool. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
VanVleet kicks to Siakam. 1:19 left in the first half. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Marc Gasol. Curry passes to Thompson. Shoots over Van Vliet. Thompson misses.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
He gets that one.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Curry dishes to Thompson. And the Warriors miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Warriors leading by 14. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Curry, feeds to Green. Over Ibaka. That one off the back iron and out. Now here's Van Vliet, covered by Wiggins. Here's Siakam. Warriors with the rebound. From deep. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
What a grand finale to the half. Great shot from distance to give his teammate the momentum right before the buzzer.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Warriors ahead, leading by 17. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Draymond Green. Draymond, big front court on the other team. Was the game plan to make them adjust to you?
Absolutely. We know their size is what they were going to bank on. Pull them away from the rim a little bit. We were able to knock some shots down.
You look comfortable, and they did not. Thanks a lot, Draymond. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Coming off an outstanding game last time out, it doesn't look like he's lost any of that momentum here tonight. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, going in, Steph Curry can make any kind of shot. But then he still finds his way to impress you. Big showing so far, one of the most entertaining players in the game.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Ernie, I don't use this word a lot because, one, I can't spell it, but it was definitely a subpar effort for them on the glass. That hurt. If they're serious about cutting into this deficit, it's gut check time. You hear that, Ernie? I'm hitting my gut. You got to check your gut, Ernie. Gut check time, Ernie.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew